Alright, good evening race fans and welcome to TeamVLR.com, Race on Texas and the Virtual Racing Network Facebook page for tonight's South Texas Speedway Winter Series. Good evening, Brett Wheeler in the booth with Charles Wooten down in the production booth making everything look nice and fine as we get set for this Wednesday evening super late models here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Take a look at last week. Some of the stars on dirt made their way over to Williams Grove Speedway, where Chase Cabray took the victory, followed by your defending World of Outlaws Late Models Pro Champion Zach Leonardi second, and James Edens, who finished in third. Right now, qualifying on the racetrack, J.D. Brown, make that Hayden Caldwell, has gone quick time with a 12.407. J.D. Brown second, quick with a 12.444. Rolling third is Virgil Graham in the 42 car with a 12.476. Just those three drivers have made their way into the 12.4 second bracket. Everybody else 12 5s, 12 6s, and there is not a lot of time separating first all the way down to about, well, I'm going to say our top 25 cars. In fact, I'll go a little bit deeper than that. Top 46 cars are separated by less than half a second, with a little bit 0.530 of a second between our first and 48th driver. Of course, 49 cars started into the pit area for this evening. Of course, we're going to have plenty of heat races to come. In fact, there should be 5 heat races on the program. We'll move the top 4 from each heat race. We'll move those guys into an A main. Of course, 12 laps of distance for the heat races. And of course, we'll move into our D main, our C main, B main, and of course, our preliminary or our main event here tonight. Of course, we are live, as I said previously. We are live on the TeamVLR.com Facebook page, along with the Race on Texas and Virtual Racing Network, and also on YouTube on the Virtual Racing Network. So we hope you enjoy the coverage of the South Texas Speedway Winter Series. Qualifying done, heat number 1. Up now, we're going to have 13 cars scheduled on the grid. For this one to go through your starting grid, starting on pole in car number 7, it's going to be Hayden Caldwell. On his outside in the 07, Howard Weaver will start position number 2. At a position number 3, car number 85 of Cole Harvey. At a position number 4, it's the 999 of Dylan Fox. Third row inside, position number 5, car number 97 of David Sutton. At a position 6, car number 22 of Kevin Dedman. Curtis Uphoff in the 129 will start position 7, Eric Huff. In car number 5 will start position number 8. At a position number 9, the 04 of Frank Gonzalez. At a position 10, the 19 of Garrett Nieberge. Starting position 11, car number 29 of Scott Dobbs. Chris Martin in the 413 will start position number 12. And your 13th starter in 09 is going to be Cody Turchi. "12 laps of distance, heat race number 1. Of course, we have in fact 4 heat races on the program for tonight, not 5. So we'll go around one more time behind the iRacing.com official pace truck. Pace truck is in, green flag is out. Hayden Caldwell going to lead the field down for turn number 4 into 1 and 2. Very slick track already after practice and qualifying, but Caldwell leads Weaver down the back straightaway. Cole Harvey in third, Dylan Fox in the black and pink, 999 up top in position 4. Looking for third, now into turn number 1 and 2. Top 3 run the bottom. Dylan Fox up top, he's got a run, he will get position 3 going into 3. Caldwell going to come back through the middle of the racetrack. Weaver continues to work down low through turn number 1 and 2, nearly 3 wide. Here comes the 999 of Dylan Fox up on the outside. Howard Weaver and Dylan Fox side by side, the top side, the place to be it looks at the moment. And Dylan Fox, Howard Weaver Side by side into turn number 3. Hayden Cardwell still out in front. Weaver just hanging on the second spot. Fox, Harvey, your top 4. Fox still working the outside of the Speedway. He will pick up position 2 at the start-finish line. Dylan Fox is making a run for it. I'm so surprised that Weaver didn't get up to the top of the racetrack. Can the 999, can he reel in your race leader? Halfway home, 6 down, 6 to go, heat race number 1, so still plenty of time. Cardwell up top, Fox through the middle, Weaver now gets on top of the cushion in turns 3 and 4. He will do the same in 1 and 2. And a big run in on Fox here into turn number 1. Had to get off the gas and onto the brakes. Otherwise that could have been a spin for Dylan Fox had Howard Weaver gotten to the back of him. Cole Harvey still hanging on to that 4th and final transfer spot. David Sutton in the 97 back there in position 5. And it is going to be the Hanover Wrecking Service caution for the first time this evening. It looks like it was the 29 of Scott Dobbs. Scott Dobbs, I believe, may have had a bit of contact here from behind. No, in fact, in all honesty, kind of half spun the car, and Nibrigi in the 19 car had no place to go. So that brings out the first Hanover Wrecking Service caution for tonight. The South Texas Speedway Winter Series. And this will end the race behind the iRacing.com official pace truck. So the drivers get the white flag. Of course, this race going to finish up, and it's going to be Hayden Cardwell who gets the win from Dylan Fox. Howard Weaver in 3rd. 4th is going to be Cole Harvey. David Sutton in 5th. Kevin Dedman 6th. Curtis Uphoff in 7th. 8th is going to be Eric Huff, Frank Gonzalez, Cody Turchi, Chris Martin. Garrett Nibrigi is going to be penalised for that. And he will come home in 12th spot with Scott Dobbs home in 13th. But your winner in car number 7, Hayden Cardwell, getting the job done here in heat race number 1. Heat number 2 up next. Take a look at your starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 14, it's J.D. Brown. On his outside, car number 12, Alex Bergeron. Starting position number 3, car number 2 of Dylan Hauser. On his outside, out of position number 4, it's the rockstar, DJ Kilinowski. Mr. Consistency, they call him in car number 52, James Edens will start position number 5. At a position number 6 in the car 127, it's Blake Majulis. Shane James in car number 3 will start position 7. The defending World of Outlaws Pro Champion in car number 24, Zach Leonardi will start position number 8. Starting position 9 in the 967 is Kevin Forcier. On his outside in car number 9. At a position 10, it's Justin Thomas. Your final row inside of the 6th row in car number 21, Benjamin Nading will start position 11. At a position number 12 in car number 11, it's Brian Wax. Well, I would normally say this is a stacked heat race, but of course this is just a stacked field. Here tonight you've got the best of the best. Of course you've got your 1st, 2nd, and I believe your top 3 in the World of Outlaws Pro Championships from last season. So again, heat race number 2. 12 laps to distance. We lock another 4 into the main event. And how about JD Brown in car number 14 on pole for this one, Alex Bergeron. On his outside, Dylan Hauser, DJ Kilinowski, James Edens, Blake Majulis. This field is getting set as we're into turn number 1 and 2. And Bergeron, maybe take a page out of Dylan Fox's playbook in heat number 1. Bergeron to the top side. Brown on the bottom side, down into turn number 1 on the 2nd lap. Lap number 1, it's going to belong to Alex Bergeron. Brown fights back at him up on the inside, but Bergeron's got the speed and the momentum. Dylan Hauser now, he's gone up top in turn number 3 and 4. Bergeron going to lead lap number 2 as well. Brown once again right there with him through the centre of 1 and 2. It's just the extra speed that Bergeron. He's got a lot more speed than what Brown does. Brown, the left front tyre, clipped that infield tyre. Shot the left front up in the air, but didn't unsettle the race car. Here comes Dylan Hauser in the 2 car. Kilinowski back there in 4th, and he has got a swarm of cars behind him. Edens is one of those cars. Majulis and Leonardi 3 wide off of turn number 2. How about the race for 5th? Edens right through the middle, not worrying about the top side. Kilinowski hangs on to 4th. Edens down low, shuts the door on Leonardi. Majulis on the top side in the 127. 4 cars fighting it out for the final transfer spot. Bergeron still leads from Brown, Hauser and Kilinowski. Oh no! Caution, caution, caution. James Edens. It's the Hanover Ranking Service caution. Edens upside down. There was contact with Zach Leonardi into turn number 1. In fact, it was Majulis who got into the back of Edens. Leonardi had nowhere to go. The 9 car of Justin Thomas also had nowhere to go. And James Edens going to end up upside down and back on the virtual hook. Justin Thomas also back on pit road. And Blake Majulis, because of the caution, will get the DOL. We'll have a couple of laps left in this one. Bergeron, he's going to be leading in that Team 8 in the Team ABA. Alex Bergeron Racing, number 12. Wait for the lights on the iRacing.com official pace truck to turn off. They do. We've also got Blake Majulis, who was, well, called it quits for this heat race. 2 laps to go for Bergeron. Brown in 2nd, Hauser 3rd. 4th is DJ Kilinowski. Moves Shane James now into position 5. Green flag is back out. And here we go. The final 2 laps in heat race number 2. Bergeron, Brown, Hauser, Kilinowski. Can Shane James make something in the final lap and a bit now? He's on the outside. He's just tucked in behind DJ Kilinowski. We'll keep an eye on the battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. Kilinowski, can he hold off Shane James? James down to the inside into turn number 3 and 4. Bergeron's going to win. Brown will get 2nd. Hauser 3rd. And 4th is going to go to DJ Kilinowski. James home in 5th. Leonardi 6th. Benjamin Nady 7th. 8th. Brian Wax. Kevin Forcier home in 9th. 10th is Blake Majulis along with James Edens and Justin Thomas. Round out the 12-car field. Heat race number 3. Up next, and we'll take a look at your starting grid. On pole tonight in car number 42, it's going to be Virgil Graham. On his outside in car number 41, it's Shad Prescott. Starting position 3, car number 23 of Jeremy Capron. On his outside, the 74 of Blake Brown. Leo Pena in car number 44 starts position 5. Randall Carter in 37 will start position 6. Starting position 7, car number 71 of Richard Spa. Chris Arencia in the 78 will start position number 8. Cole Newhoffen in car number 8 will start position 9. Out of position 10, it's going to be the 39 of Adam Elby. At a position number 11 in the 47, Lucas Channing will line up alongside the 024 of Ryan Martin out of position number 12. 12 cars, heat 3. Once again, another 4 straight locking into the main event. 12 laps the distance here around the Limaland Motorsports Park. Graham and Prescott. Graham gets on the gas. Green flag is out. Heat race number 3. Capron down low on the inside into turn number 1 and 2. Prescott working the outside. Battle on for 2nd and 3rd. Side by side. And the Hanover Wrecking Service caution is out one more time. And it's Chris Arencia in the 78. He's sitting precariously up on the side of that car. As it was contact with Richard Spa in the 71 and also the 8 car of Cole Newhoffen. Newhoffen, the front end, tagging the back of Chris Arencia in the 78. And of course, Spa and Newhoffen, looks they were stuck together. They both got into the side of 78 of Chris Arencia, and Arencia, well, he's back on all fours now. Right, so the Hanover wrecking service caution still. Lights are out on the pace truck, I do believe. So going, nope, in fact they are going to come back on. We're going to go around one more time. You're watching the South Texas Speedway Winter Series, the Super Late models here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We are live on the TeamVLR.com Facebook page. We're live on the Race on Texas Facebook page. We're live on the Virtual Racing Network Facebook page and also YouTube channel. Of course, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on the Facebook pages. Make sure to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Keep up to date with all the stuff going on here at the Virtual Racing Network. Going green this time by, we'll have 5 in the books, 7 laps to go. Virgil Graham, Shad Prescott, Jeremy Capron and Blake Brown, your top 4 as it stands on the restart. Green flag is back out and Shad Prescott got a lot better start. They nearly go 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Virgil Graham in the 42, he's got that car rolling the bottom side very, very nicely. And here comes Prescott, he's got a clear run on the top side. But look at how much these drivers, they evenly spread out top and bottom. You also got Blake Brown in the 74 car, who was trying to roll right through the middle now. Move the 44 of Leo Pena up into that 4th and final transfer spot. Randall Carter in the black and green 37, he's 1 spot out. Oh no, Carter got into the back of Prescott. Capron now moves into 2nd, and Leo Pena in the 44 looking to move into position 3. He moves into position 3. Blake Brown going to get shuffled back to position 5. Prescott. You can just see how much the track is changing at the moment. The first 2 heats, topside was dominant, and no one's been able to get the topside working. A lot of the drivers working down low at both ends of the speedway. 2 laps left to run for the 42 car. Virgil Graham out in front. Jeremy Capron sitting in 2nd. Pena in 3rd. Carter in 4th, and you go back to Prescott. Lucas Chowning from the back of the field as well from position 11. Final time, heat race number 3 into 3 and 4. The win is going to go to Virgil Graham, 2nd Capron, 3rd is going to be Pena, and Randall Carter gets the 4th and final transfer spot. Well done. Home in 5th, Shad Prescott. 6 went to Lucas Chowning after starting position 11. Blake Brown 7th, Adam Elby 8th, Ryan Martin 10th, Richard Sparr, Chris Orencia and Cole Newhaven rounded out the penultimate heat race of the night. Heat number 4 up next. Take a look at your starting grid. Starting on pole in the 00 car, it's going to be Kendall Tucker. On his outside in the 515, it's Jesse Isidore. Starting position 3 in caliber 80, Dylan Wilson. On his outside out of position 4, it's the 25 of Tyler Ducharme. Rolling off in position 5, caliber 36 of Spencer Swafford. Out of position 6 in caliber 10, Skylar Brown. Thomas Coggins in the 88 will start position 7. Out of position 8, caliber 34 of Terry Wolfe. Dustin Hall in the 331 will start position 9. Joey Lamb in caliber 81 will start position 10. Darren Little inside, rod number 6, starting position 11 in caliber 68. Lines up alongside the 75. No, in fact, Benji Killian not making the call, so just the 11 cars in this one. Again, the final 4 cars from heat racing competition will make their way into tonight's A-Main. Of course, top 4 going to move on. Kendall Tucker, Jesse Isidore, Dylan Wilson, Tyler Ducharme, Swafford, Brown, Coggins, Wolfe, Hall, Lamb, and Literal. Green flag is out. Tucker, he's on the bottom side of the racetrack on the opening lap. Dylan Wilson now gone up top. He's now moving into 2nd spot, and if you give the 80 a clear run on the top side of the racetrack, Kendall Tucker better look out very shortly in a couple of laps. Oh, there he goes up top now. Going to take the line away from Dylan Wilson. So the race going to be on for the lead here in just a moment in turn number 1 and 2. Tucker down low, Wilson up top. Does Tucker go upstairs? Yes, he does. Once again, right on the bottom side in 1 and 2, top in 3 and 4. Now going to stay up top in 1 and 2. There might have been contact with Wilson into the back of Tucker. Swafford, Spencer Swafford in the 36 into position 3. Then you go back to Tyler Ducharme. And here comes the 88 of Thomas Coggins in that 5th spot. Side by side between Swafford and Ducharme for 3rd and 4th. I'm keeping an eye on the front 2 as well. Tucker and Wilson. Wilson battling on for the race lead into 1 and 2. Tucker shut the door. Wilson, can he get the run? He's got the horsepower, no doubt. Into 3 and 4. Slide jump for the race lead and moved Kendall Tucker back to the lead with a nice crossover. Halfway home in heat race number 4. Wilson, does he go the slider in 3 and 4? No, he does not. He wasn't close enough. Going to be very close to pull that slider off. Kendall Tucker out in front, swaff it into the wall in 1 and 2. Ducharme still holding on to position 4, but we stay on the battle for the race lead. Dylan Wilson now down low into 1 and 2. Goes a big slide job. Nearly hits the wall, but Kendall Tucker with a nice crossover. And he's pulled a 2-3 car length advantage as they make their way into turn 3. Leans by make that 2 car lengths now as he's running the slider line in 1 and 2. And here comes Dylan Wilson. Got a run through 1 and 2. And oh boy, the D1RT car, the number 80, it is on a roll. 2 laps to go. Tucker and Wilson putting on a show here at Limaland. Wilson tapped the wall just before that opening. Didn't unsettle the car, but lost a lot of speed. Tucker will block, well, I would say block, but he will protect the bottom side in turn 1 and 2. As they've got half, 2 turns remaining into 3 and 4. Wilson with a slider. Tucker stabbed the brakes and turned it underneath him. Kendall Tucker. What a race that was. Tucker with the win. Second went to Dylan Wilson. Third went to Tyler Ducharme at the line. Fourth, Spencer Swafford. We go through the rest of the field. Skylar Brown in 5th, Thomas Coggins 6th, 7th, Dustin Hall. Isidore 7th, 8th, Dustin Hall, Wolf, Lamb, and Literal. Your D-Main up next. 12 laps the distance. We take the top 4 from this. We'll move those drivers into your C-Main. Starting on pole in car number 19, it's going to be Garrett Niebregi. On his outside in the 127, Blake Majulis will start position 2. At a position 3, car number 71 of Richard Spa. At a position 4, car number 81 of Joey Lamb. Dylan Fox scheduled to start in position number 5 in the 999 car. James Edens in the 52 will start position 6. Position 7 going to be the 78 of Chris Arencia. At a position 8, car number 68 of Darren Literal. Howard Weaver in the 07 will start position 9. Justin Thomas in 9 will start position 10. Cole Newhafen in 11th. Benji Killian and Scott Dobbs. So I thought Dylan Fox and Howard Weaver finished okay in their heat races. I'll have to go back and have a look at the results on that one. Now we move on to your D main. So again, some heavy hitters in this one. So 12 laps of distance, a heat race distance from what we've seen over the 4 heat races so far. Some good racing top bottom as well. It's that last heat race, the 4th and final heat race, one to stand out. Garrett Niebregi and Blake Majulis. Green flag is out. Keep an eye on Howard Weaver as well, coming from the back of the bus. Oh no! Chris Arencia. Believe the Hanover Wrecking Service caution is going to be out. I believe Chris Arencia. A little bit of a helping hand here from James Edens. Mr. Consistency in the 52. Sold out of t-shirts after getting another 3rd place run last week. So the James Edens t-shirts are no longer for sale for the moment until they get a new batch in. But the Hanover Wrecking Service caution flag flies here at the South Texas Speedway Winter Series. These super late models here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We are live again here on the TeamVLR.com Facebook page, the Race on Texas Facebook page. We're live on the Virtual Racing Network Facebook and YouTube channel as well. So make sure you hit the like and follow button, hit the subscribe on the YouTube channel. And the first Hanover Wrecking Service caution flag flies in the B main tonight. Been some pretty good racing so far. Niebregi is going to be the one to lead this field back to the green flag next time by. Wait for the lights to turn off on the iRacing.com official pace truck. Blake Majulis sitting in second spot. Richard Sparr in the 71 in third. And we go back to Joey Lamb in the 81, sitting right on the bubble in that fourth and final transfer spot. Pace vehicle to the infield. Garrett Nieberge puts the right foot down. We're green flag back out here in your D main. Oh, Garrett Nieberge awfully tight through 1 and 2. Just could not get that car rotated. And now give Blake Majulis in the 127 the race lead. Here comes Richard Sparr up on the inside of Nieberge, but the battle is going to be on for that fourth and final transfer spot. Cole Newhoffen, he hangs on to that one right now. He got by Joey Lamb, and now here comes Chris Arencia, Darren Littoral, Justin Thomas, and that's going to be Joey Lamb in the 81. Got caught up as the Hanover Wrecking Service caution flag flies once again here in your D main. Take a look at the replay on the screen now. Lamb just got into the back of Cole Newhoffen. Newhoffen got hit square on from Weaver. And Joey Lamb, realising that he was going to be giving an EOL, just decided to call the virtual tow truck, and well, that's going to be his race done. Yeah, from the Limaland Motorsports Park, the South Texas Speedway Winter Series. Interesting to know that Howard Weaver hasn't moved up all that many spots. He was scheduled to start position, well, number 9, but I believe he got an EOL, so he only had to move back 1 row, but he's up to position 9, so he hasn't moved that far forward, which is kind of surprising, not going to lie. James Edens as well, of course, involved in that first Hanover Wrecking Service caution, getting into the back of Chris Arencia, sitting in 8th spot. Blake Majulis, Richard Sparr, Garrett Nieberge, and Chris Arencia, your top 4. Green flag back out here for a 1-lap shootout to determine your top 4 going on to transfer into the C main. Majulis comfortable out in front through 3 and 4. Richard Sparr going to hang on for second. Third is going to be Garrett Nieberge, and Chris Arencia going to grab that 4th and final transfer spot. Those 4 drivers, they continue on. The rest of these drivers, Darren Littoral, Justin Thomas, Scott Dobbs, James Edens, Howard Weaver, Cole Newhoffen, Joey Lamb. Of course, Dylan Fox did not make the call, neither did Benji Killian. Those drivers, their nights are done. We move on to our C main, 16 laps of distance. Again, we'll take the top 4. We will move those drivers into the back of the B main. Of course, Blake Brown in car number 74 will start on pole. Out of position number 2 in the 515, it's Jesse Isidore. Cody Turchi in the 09 will start position 3. Out of position 4, car number 11 of Brian Wax. Out of position 5, car number 39, Adam Elby. Out of position 6, the 331 of Dustin Hall. Chris Martin in the 413 will start position 7. Out of position 8, in the 967, it's Kevin Forcier. Ryan Martin in the 024 will start position 9. Terry Wolf in car 34 will start position number 10. Then we go back to our final 2 rows, of course, your D main winner and transferees. Out of position 11, the 127 of Blake Majulis. On his outside, car number 71, Richard Sparr. Out of position 13, the 19 of Garrett Nieberge, and out of position 14, car number 78, Chris Arencia. The South Texas Speedway Winter Series. The super late models here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Your C main on track. We'll have a B main. Of course, we'll have a 5-minute warm-up session between our B main and A main. And of course, we'll have our main event to come later on. Here we go. Green flag is back out. Well, for the first time, I should say. Blake Brown going to lead Cody Turchi into turn number 1 and 2. They're 2, nearly 3 wide. Through the middle of the pack, the battle is on. Oh no, the 11 car, Brian Wax, 4 wide in front of them. Through turns 3 and 4, and Blake Majulis in the 127. He is rocking the bottom side. Here goes your battle on for the race lead. Turchi looking to the inside on Blake Brown in 3 and 4. He couldn't get the drive off turn 4. Again, we're seeing this bottom side being used up quite a bit. Blake Majulis now in the 127. Moving into position 7 at the moment, looking for 6 on the exit of turn number 4. There's contact at the back. Meanwhile, the 39 car, Adam Elby, trying the middle of the racetrack. And the Hanover Wrecking Service caution is out. Here in your C main. So we can take a look at what happened here. The 11 car of Brian Wax just tried to chop the nose off of the 967 of Kevin Forcier. Of course, never going to end too well. And the Hanover Wrecking Service caution flag flies for the first time here in your C main. Kevin Forcier being given an EOL for that one. Not going to lie, I thought that might have been a bit harsh. I thought the 11 car came down just a tad. You make your own judgment call on that one. See there on the replay. Last week, thanks to Charles Wooten in the production truck, bringing you all the sights and sounds here on the South Texas Speedway Winter Series, the Super Late Models here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Lights are out on the racing.com official page truck. Blake Brown, Cody Turchi, Adam Elby, Jesse Isidore, your top 4. Dustin Hall, Blake Majulis up to position 6. He started position 11, so a good run from the 127. We'll see how far he can go. Turchi goes up top in 1 and 2, and he's going to lose that spot to Adam Elby in the 39 car. Elby continues to run the bottom through 3 and 4. Turchi got to run right through the middle out the line. It was very, very close between the pair. Half a tenth. Give it to Turchi. Elby back in front. 3 wide for the final transfer spots. 3rd, 4th and 5th, they are 3 wide, make that 2 wide, as here comes Dustin Hall in the 331, and look who's right there, chomping at the bit, making it 3 wide into 3 and 4, the 127. Oh, Blake Majulis. What a run, up on the inside, look, they're not even halfway up the racetrack, and they're 3 wide. Some close racing here in the Super Late Models. Blake Majulis into position 3. Dustin Hall in 4th. Here comes Garrett Niebregi on the inside of Isidore, and Turchi on the extreme top side. So Turchi, the mistake going to the top side has cost him a 2nd spot from where he was. He's now fallen back to position 7. Dustin Hall is in that 4th and final transfer spot just behind him. Battling it out for 5th and 6th. Niebregi in the 19. Jesse Isidore in the 515. Niebregi, he's got the run into turn number 1. 2.5 laps to go down the back straightaway. Blake Brown, he is starting to move forward. Starting to put a bit of a distance between himself and the 39 of Adam Elby. Here comes Majulis, run the top in 1 and 2. We're on the top in 3 and 4, and the white flag is out. Keep an eye on the battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. Look at Jesse Isidore in the 515. He's got 2 more turns to do. Here comes Niebregi up on the inside. He forces the issue. Uses the right side bumper. Oh, what a race. Garrett Niebregi steals it at the line. The win going to go to Blake Brown, Adam Elby, Blake Majulis, and Garrett Niebregi gets that 4th and final transfer spot. What a run from the 19. He moves on. He started in position 13 and got a 4th place finish, and Blake Majulis from 11th into position 3 as well. Your B made 20 laps on the board. Starting on pole in car number 129, it's Curtis Uphoff. On his outside, out of position 2, car number 3 of Shane James. Out of position 3, car number 41 of Shad Prescott. Out of position 4, car number 10 of Skylar Brown. Starting position 5, car number 5 of Eric Huff, and out of position number 6 in car number 24, Zach Leonardi. Lucas Chowning in the 47 will start position number 7. Out of position number 8 in car number 88, it's Thomas Coggins. Out of position 9, the 04 of Frank Gonzalez. Out of position number 10, car number 21 of Benjamin Nading. Position 11 will be your C-Main transferees. Out of position 11, car number 74 of Blake Brown. Out of position 12, car number 39 of Adam Elby. How about this for a row 7? They've come from the D-Main. Both drivers to make their way into your B main in the 127. Blake Majula starts position 13, and Garrett Niebregi in the 19 will start position 14. Here in your South Texas Speedway Winter Series B main here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. 20 laps the distance, and green flag is out, and Curtis Upoff going to lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. James up on the outside, Prescott inside, side by side. James has got the run going into turn number 3. He's carrying some speed right now. So Shane James going to look to challenge for the race lead here in just a moment. Curtis Upoff in the 129, your race leader. Shad Prescott there as well. So 3 cars battling now for the top 3. Very, very close together. Then look at the battle on for the 4th and final transfer spot. They were 3 wide in the 3 and 4. They're 3 wide again. The Skylar Brown in the 10. Eric Huff in the 5. And Zach Leonardi in the 24, right through the middle. And only one of these drivers may get the chance to transfer. Brown, you're working on the top side. Yeah, race leader down into turn number 3. Shane James, he's picked up the race lead on the top side. Skylar Brown trying to replicate and duplicate on the 3 machine. Right on the top side, Prescott 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Here comes Huff back up on the inside, and look at Leonardi right through the middle again, trying to show his experience and trying to find some grip where there isn't much. Brown, Prescott, and Huff nearly 3 wide. Then you throw in Leonardi as well. Leonardi, well, experience, realizing that the top side might just be the place to be. The middle didn't have a lot there. Brown continues to work the outside on Shad Prescott in the 41 car for 3rd. Move Prescott back to position 4. Brown into position 3. Zach Leonardi now into position 5, challenging for 4th. So the 41 car holds on to the 4th and final, oh, not 4th and final transfer spot. 8 cars going to transfer, in fact, from this one. Slide job by Leonardi. Brown quickly crosses underneath him, and Prescott on the inside. Over 3-1. Here comes Skylar Brown with his own slide job back on Leonardi. 3 wide on the exit of turn 4. Leonardi and Brown putting on a show. They're going 2 wide, and you make it 3 wide because Prescott has just been running the inside line. Lucas Channing 6, Eric Huff in 7th, 8th and final transfer spot. Blake Brown, oh no, Adam Elby got into the back of the 127 car. And Blake Majulis, that's going to be his night done. Oh, he would be seriously annoyed. But they had to have a wrecking service caution, flag flies. Adam Elby got into the back of Blake Majulis in 1 and 2. And Blake Majulis, that is going to be his night done. Oh boy, what a race. How about Zach Leonardi in the 24 and Skylar Brown in car number 10, just throwing some sliders on each other. Meanwhile, you had Shad Prescott, who was up on the inside, and they were 3 wide in some parts of the turns at both ends of the racetrack. The driver's on 2 to green. Right now we'll have 5 laps left in this B main for the South Texas Speedway Winter Series. The Super Late Models here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Which brought to you live on the TeamVLR.com, Race on Texas, and the Virtual Racing Network Facebook page, and of course the Virtual Racing Network YouTube channel. Lights are out on the racing.com official pace truck. Shane James, he's 5 laps away from putting himself in a 13th starting position in tonight's main event. Curtis Upoff going to restart in 2nd. 3rd is going to be Zach Leonardi. 4th is going to be Lucas Chowning. Now, Chowning in the 47 has made his way up into the top 5. Brown works his way to position 5. Shad Prescott now trying to take back that 5th spot on the racetrack. Prescott and Brown battling side by side for 5th and 6th. Meanwhile, battle on for 2nd right now, because here comes Zach Leonardi. He got around Curtis Upoff, and this is what Leonardi might have wanted to bring the field closer together. Now he's got a chance at a race win in the B main. A little mistake there through 1 and 2. They come off at turn number 4, and Shane James, he is 2 laps away. He is half a mile from going to victory lane and punching his ticket into the main event. Battle for 3rd. Upoff on the inside, in fact right through the middle. Chowding up on the outside. Good race for third and fourth right now. White flag is out. One final time around the Limaland Motorsports Park into 3 and 4. Shane James going to be victorious in the B main. Zach Leonardi second, third. He's going to go to Lucas Chowding, Curtis Uphoff fourth. Skylar Brown fifth. Sixth is going to go to Shad Prescott. Blake Brown and Eric Huff going to be your 8 cars to transfer into the main event. We'll take a quick break here and we'll be back with your main event in just a moment. Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TeamVLR.com, the Race on Texas and the Virtual Racing Network, Facebook and YouTube channels. The South Texas Speedway, the Winter Series, the Super Late Models here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. A main about to roll off in just a moment, and of course we'll go through your starting grid for your 25 car field. Starting on pole in car number 7, it's Hayden Cardwell. On his outside, in car number 12, Alex Bergeron will start position number 2. Starting position 3, Virgil Graham alongside him. In car 00 out of position 4, it's going to be Kendall Tucker. Row number 3, going to be the 999 of Dylan Fox. Out of position 6, it's going to be Cole Harvey. Row number 4 on the inside, JD Brown alongside Jeremy Capron. In car number 23, out of position number 8. We go back to Dylan Wilson in the 80, will line up alongside David Sutton in row number 5. Row number 6, it's going to be Dylan Hauser and Leo Pina. Tyler Ducharme and Kevin Dedman will make up row number 7. DJ Kilanowski alongside Randall Carter in row number 8. Row number 9 is going to be Spencer Swafford and Shane James. Zach Leonardi and Lucas Chowning in row number 10. Row 11 going to be Curtis Uphoff and Skylar Brown. Row 12 going to be Shad Prescott and Blake Brown. And our 25th and final starter in car number 5, it's going to be Eric Huff, your 75 lap main event. It is time to get after it. 75 laps around the Limaland Motorsports Park for your South Texas Speedway Winter Series. We are live on the TeamVLR.com Facebook page, we're live on the Race on Texas Facebook page, and we're live on the Virtual Racing Network Facebook and YouTube channels. Green flag is out, run away for 75 laps around the Limaland Motorsports Park. Cardwell going to use the inside to his advantage and get the run out of turn number 2. Here come watch it, Dylan Fox, and it's going to be the Hanover Retney Service caution flag out early on in caliber 80 in the D1RT entry. It's going to be Dylan Wilson going to be involved in that caution. Take a look at your replay here. You got Tidy came up the racetrack, and the 97 of David Sutton had nowhere to go in that one. Unfortunately, Dylan Wilson will bring out the first Hanover Wrecking Caution Service caution flag for the first time here in the main event. Now, to give you an update, the first, say 38 to 40 laps roughly, the first half of the race is going to be controlled by iRacing. From there on out, once we get into, say, the final 35 laps, we are going to be running those under green flag conditions, so caution laps will not count. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with how many laps, so on, but of course, hopefully we're not going to see too many cautions. 25 cars around the Limaland Motorsports Park, I should say, excuse me. 75 laps of distance. Hayden Cardwell, Alex Bergeron, the front row. Virgil Graham, be very impressed with that 42 entry here tonight. Green flag is back out, and it's going to be Cardwell once again into turn number 1 and 2 down the bottom side. Bergeron on the top side of the speedway. Graham and Kendall Tucker now side by side for 3rd and 4th, and here comes Bergeron. Cardwell right through the middle of 3 and 4, so still going in rows of 2 by 2 for quite some distance throughout this field. Cardwell's going to take the line away from Bergeron into turn number 3. Give Graham the inside line. Cardwell, he can't protect 3 lines of racing, nearly 3 wide for the race lead. Cardwell through the middle, showed some good car speed through turn number 1 and 2. Graham now up on the inside on Bergeron. Bergeron gets the run off turn number 4. Carries a lot of speed now, 3 wide for the race lead. Oh, that could have got very interesting and very scary had the driver stayed 3 wide down the back straightaway. Cardwell going to continue to lead the field into 1 and 2. Bergeron up top, Cardwell through the middle, and Virgil Graham downstairs on the inside into 3 and 4. Graham in the 42. Slides up just a little bit, but he can't get second spot just yet. Alex Bergeron has got that locked down, and Bergeron now looking to take over the race lead, but he's still about a car and a half length away from Hayden Cardwell. Kendall Tucker in the 00 showing some good speed. Go back to 5th right now. JD Brown, he's got Dylan Fox, Jeremy Capron and Cole Harvey. Dylan Hauser there as well. Nearly 4 wide through on the exit of turn number 4. They still managed to go 3 wide. Fox, Hauser now trying to make something happen on the top side. Capron and Harvey still side by side. Bergeron back up front. still trying that top side of the Speedway, trying to get around the outside of the 7 car. Hayden Cardwell. Bergeron goes down low into 3 and 4. He can't get the run. He's got a nose up on the inside left rear quarter panel of the 7 car. Hayden Cardwell. Graham continues to work down low and leaves the top side open for Kendall Tucker in the 00. JD Brown in the 14. He has been superb tonight, been very, very consistent. Fox up on his outside. Fox will take position 5. Back up front and your top 4. Oh, they're in rows of 2 by 2. And this track right now is very, very racy. 15 in the book, 60 to go. Kendall Tucker move himself into position number 3. Graham takes it back momentarily, but Tucker says, no way, Jose. Slide jump for the lead. Bergeron puts the move on Cardwell. Cardwell quickly turns it back underneath him into 3 and 4. Cardwell through the middle, just protecting that line. He realizes it's good right now. Still very early on in this race. Here comes Kendall Tucker. Work on the outside of the Speedway. Shuffle Graham back to position number 4. Don't look now, because here comes Dylan Fox and Dylan Hauser in the 999 and the 2 machine. So this 4-car battle up front could almost be very well a 6-car battle in just a moment. Bergeron getting a run out of turn number 2. He is still rolling the top side of the Speedway through 3 and 4. He pulls up alongside Cardwell. There was barely anything in it. 0.013 of a second. Cardwell moves up the racetrack. Bergeron goes underneath him. Bergeron slider. Cardwell back underneath. Cardwell still back in front. Oh boy, the battle on for the race lead. Cardwell slide jobs Alex Bergeron. Bergeron, he's going to return the favour in turns 3 and 4. Yes, he does. Cardwell makes a mistake. Kendall Tucker half spun the car. Kendall Tucker's going to lose 3 spots on that exchange. And 3 wide. Where do you look, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, this is epic. Bergeron slider on Cardwell again. Here comes Graham, and now Dylan Fox in the 999 up to position 3. Slider from Cardwell again. Here comes Hauser. 3 wide for 3rd. Dylan Hauser making a run for it. Oh, where do you go, ladies and gentlemen? Top, bottom, middle. This is epic. Cardwell, out of all that, is still your race leader. Bergeron not giving up. Dylan Fox got into the back of Cardwell. Hauser got into the back of Fox. And they kept it going. Oh, they had over wrecker service. Caution flag flies. It's the 3-car of Shane James. Holy cow. In fact, it was the 129 car of Curtis Uphoff. Just got a little front bumper from the 80 of Dylan Wilson as they went into 3. Shane James had nowhere to go. And that brought out our Hanover Wrecking Service caution flag for the 2nd time this evening. But how about the race, ladies and gentlemen, for the race lead? Well, let's go. Let's call it your top 5 and top 6. Holy cow. That was... Whew! Catch a breath after that one. Grab a bottle of water, because I'm going to need it. So far, at the moment, as they come across the start-finish line this time by, it is going to be 28 laps complete. It'll be 29 when we get the green flag as the field double up. Hayden Cardwell, Alex Bergeron, Virgil Graham, Dylan Hauser, JD Brown, Kendall Tucker, Dylan Fox got shuffled back to position 7. Green flag back out onto the racetrack. So after the first restart, we've seen some fantastic racing over the past 10 to 15 laps. Can we have it again? No doubt. This is a quality field right now. Cardwell on the top side. Bergeron coming back down through the middle. Virgil Graham continuing to work the bottom side. Hauser works his way to the top of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Hauser makes his way around, or tries to make his way around the 42 car of Virgil Graham at the start-finish line. There was nothing in it between third and fourth, sorry. In fact, it was 8/1,000ths of a second. Hauser now looking for position 3 at the start-finish line once again. Very, very little in it. Now it's 7/1,000ths of a second. So between the last 2 laps, there's been 1/8 and 7/1,000ths of a second between 3rd and 4th. Cardwell, experience showing once again. Going to the top side, Bergeron. Well, he's only young, but he's got a ton of experience as well. He knows how to get it done in these longer races, and he just knows how to get it done in general. Now move Dylan Hauser firmly into position number 3. Graham runs the middle of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Back there in 4th, and he go back to Kendall Tucker. And here comes the 999 of Dylan Fox. Made his way back to position 6. Jeremy Capron in the 23 as well. Also on the top side, JD Brown working down low. Drivers up towards the front of the field are just starting to fall in line right now. We're on the top side of the Speedway. Your top 7 cars go to the top side. Virgil Graham around. And no doubt the Hanover Wrecking Service caution flag will fly once again. And it does. And we'll take a look at your replay here. It was Kendall Tucker. So Graham checked up just a little bit because he thought he was going to get into the back of Hauser. As he checked up, Kendall Tucker nowhere to go. Of course, these guys running so close together. It turns the 42. Dylan Fox got hit from behind by Capron. JD Brown somewhat involved. A nice little 360 there. It was a big 360 from the 42 of Graham. And Dylan Hauser. His night is done. So the number 2 machine, after suffering some sort of damage on the front left of that car and suffering some rear end damage, the number 2 car has just decided to take it away. And well, lights are out on the racing.com official pace truck. You're watching the South Texas Speedway Winter Series of Super Late Models here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Zach Leonardi is gone as well, and Cardwell going to get to the top side very quickly into turn number 1 and 2. So Bergeron, he's going to have to do it. He's going to have to pull the big slide job in one of these turns. Now look at Dylan Fox. He's made his way back to position 3. A couple of cautions ago, he restarted on the 4th row. Jeremy Capron in the 23 moves himself into position 4. JD Brown and Kevin Dedman in the 22 car looking for a top 5 right now. Dedman, he started position 14th. Looking at some other big movers as well. Tyler Ducharme 13th up to 7th. Spencer Swafford 17th to 9th. Skylar Brown 22nd to 11th. And Blake Brown 22nd to 12th. So some big movers in this field about around the mid-pack of this field. 3 wide. DJ Kilinowski in the 13 in position 10 at the moment. He's got Spencer Swafford on his outside, or did have. Blake Brown in the 74. Here comes Skylar Brown. So the Brown guys, Blake and Skylar, moving forward. They make their way into the top 10. Started deep in this field. And of course, there's still plenty of laps to go. Kilinowski rails the top side of the racetrack through 1 and 2. In position number 8 at the moment. He has got Blake Brown in the 74 on the inside. And behind him in the 10 car, Skylar Brown making a run as well. Just in front of them, Tyler Ducharme in the 25 on the outside of JD Brown. So there's 3 Browns in this race. And I believe not one of them are related to each other. Ducharme back down the racetrack on the exit of turn number 2. So of course from here on out, caution laps will not count. And that's going to be 48 complete. So nearly 2/3 of the race distance complete. 27 to go. Tyler Ducharme slide job on Capron. Capron got into the wall. And now Capron, will he return the favour into 1 and 2? Yes, he does. Trying to keep an eye on the top 3. Meanwhile, challenge for the lead again. Bergeron and Cardwell side by side. Fox is all over Cardwell. Glides up was Bergeron. Cardwell turns it underneath him now. 50 in the books, 25 to go. Cardwell 3/4 lap the racetrack. Oh, yellow flag just as Bergeron got to the inside on Cardwell. And you had over wrecking service. Caution flag flies in the 13th car of DJ Kilinowski. This one car that was slowing, in fact. We'll take a look at your replay. And it was the same sort of incident what we've seen last time. Tyler Ducharme in the 25. Got a little loose on the exit of 2. Capron had to check up. He got on the brakes and got out of the gas. Kilinowski had nowhere to go. And then Wilson got into the back of DJ Kilinowski. Cole Harvey in there as well. And Eric Huff right on the top side down the back straightaway. Of course, nowhere where the 5 machine could go. Catches the left side of the 13 car, and that will put him at the back of the field. Lights are out on the iRacing.com official pace truck. So we're about 51, 52 laps in the books. Hayden Cardwell, Alex Bergeron. Oh, Bergeron absolutely mumble-jumbled that start. And now that left the 22 of Kevin Dedman. Up on the inside, 3 wide. Down the back straightaway, JD Brown. Down on the bottom, Bergeron through the middle. And the 22 of Dedman up on the outside. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2 again. You battle on for third. 53 down and 22 to go. Oh, we are getting down to the final stages of this one now, with about 20 laps to go. This time by for your race leader, Hayden Cardwell. The restart was perfect for him. Dylan Fox in second. Bergeron had an absolute Barry Crocker of a restart. Dedman holds down third. Bergeron fourth. And Skylar Brown from position 22 up to position 5. He is a man on a mission right now. He has got Bergeron and the 22 of Kevin Dedman right in front of him. Behind him, a good battle between JD Brown and Blake Brown. So Brown, the Brown boys, 5, 6 and 7th at the moment. Jeremy Capron on the outside. He made his way past the 25 car of Tyler Duchamp through 1 and 2. Virgil Graham trying to fight back up on the inside as well. Blake Brown, in the 74 car was running right through the middle of 1 and 2. He's going to pretty much do the same in 3 and 4. Skylar Brown and JD Brown just in front of Blake. Skylar and JD run on the top side. Blake run on the bottom side of the racetrack. Dylan Wilson in the 80 car going to pull that car into the pits. 15 laps to go. And it is out in front. Hayden Cardwell and Dylan Fox. He's all over the back of him. Speaking all over the back of him, he got into the back of the 7 car. Thankfully, the 7 car was able to keep it going. Oh, this race is going to get interesting here in the final 13 laps of the main event. Alex Bergeron made his way back to position number 3. Kevin Dedman back to 4. Skylar Brown 5th. Blake Brown in 6th. JD Brown 7th. Jeremy Capron 8th. 9th is Tyler Duchamp, and Virgil Graham rounds out the top 10. 12 laps to go. Fox again in second. Made a mistake in 1 and 2. He's having somewhat of a difficult time in getting that D1RT 999 through 1 and 2 cleanly. He does it that time. Makes a liar of me. 10 laps to go. This time by for your race leader, Hayden Cardwell. 2.5 miles around the Limaland Motorsports Park. Has he got something? Down to the low side. Looks for the slide job. No. He's not going to complete the pass. 9 remain. Cardwell. And slowly starting to creep back into the picture. Here's the number 12 car of Alex Bergeron, the little Canadian. Cardwell manages to continue to hold off Dylan Fox for the time being. I get the feeling that Fox in the next 2 or 3 laps is going to start to put the moves on him. 7 laps to go, and look at that. Down into 1 and 2. Slide job. Cardwell turns it underneath him. Oh, Fox, that's a mistake. Is that a mistake that's going to cost a chance at a race win? 6 laps left to go, and now your battle is squarely on for second and third. Bergeron trying to get by the 999 car. Cardwell leads now with 5 laps to go. He's got about a 1.2 second advantage. We'll see what it is when they come past the start-finish line. 1.4 seconds. I want to say it's all but his, but anything is possible. Fox makes a mistake in 3 and 4. Bergeron now move Bergeron back to position number 2. Just when you thought this race couldn't get any more dramatic, 3 laps to go for the number 7 car of Hayden Cardwell. down the back straightaway. He has been phenomenal here tonight. 2 sticks are in the air for Hayden Cardwell. Can he hang on? He is half a mile away from going to victory lane here in the South Texas Speedway Winners Series at the Limaland Motorsports Park. White flag is out. One final time around the Limaland Motorsports Park into 1 and 2. Hayden Cardwell, he will not be troubled. Doesn't have to wait out lap cars in front of him. And for the final time through turn number 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, Hayden Cardwell is going to get the victory. He will go to victory lane. Second is going to go to Alex Bergeron. Dylan Fox home in position number 3. Fourth is going to be Kevin Dedman after starting position 14th. So moving up 10 positions, but moving up 17 positions. Now there was 2 drivers that made their way 17 spots. Home in 5th place after starting 22nd. It will be Skylar Brown. Home in 6th is going to be the 14 car of JD Brown. Blake Brown started 24th, moved his way to position number 7. 8th is going to be Jeremy Capron. Tyler Ducharme moved up 4 spots. He will grab a 9th place finish. And Lucas Chowning, after starting position number 20, will round out your top 10. 11th is going to go to Randall Carter. Virgil Graham in 12th. 13th is going to be Cole Harvey. Shad Prescott 14th after starting 23rd on the field. 15th is going to be DJ Kilinowski. And we go back to Kendall Tucker in 16th. 17th was Spencer Swafford. 18th was David Sutton. 19th was Leo Pena. And finishing in your 20th spot, gaining 5 spots, was Eric Huff. He was the last car on the lead lap. Curtis Uphoff finishing 5 laps down, home in 21st. 22nd was Dylan Wilson. Zach Leonardi in 23rd. Dylan Hauser in 24th. And our final starter and final finisher in car number 3, Shane James, comes away with a 25th place finish. We'll take this opportunity to go down trackside and chat with some of the drivers that finished on the podium. We'll chat with the guy that comes home in 2nd place tonight. He started on the outside of the front row. Here, that's where he will finish. Alex Bergeron, congratulations on a 2nd place finish. Talk about how your emotions are feeling right now.
It was a tough race. It was very close. We were very close to the win there. Sadly, caution came out when we were almost in the lead. We would have got the lead there for sure. And it was top dominant, so probably would have stayed in the lead. But caution came out, and so we started 2nd, and then car got tangled up in the inside by the guy behind him. So car got tight, couldn't turn left, and got past, got back to 4th, and back in 2nd. Very close to the win tonight. Had a very, very team of your fast car tonight. Hopefully next week we can pull it off. Being close all season long. A lot of bad lucks and stuff, but
Well, let's go back to that final restart. You were starting on the outside. Of course, you're trying to time the restart on when Hayden was going to go. Unfortunately, your car got tightened, and that was pretty much that could have been, if you look at it now, was that the restart that potentially cost you the race?
Yeah, sadly it did. Like I said, I was close to him. Car touched, and then my car got back to the right, and so I couldn't turn left. So the car behind him just bumped him a little bit, and it kind of further, and it kind of got into me, and so that's what happened. I didn't want to time it perfect, but I was very close to him, and that's what got me tight there. Good race for sure. We had a lot of good battle there for sure. The first couple of laps, bottom was quick there at the beginning, and then it went away and was top dominant. I was kind of stuck there in the bottom for a couple of laps, and got back up there, ran him down, and almost got the lead there. One position higher than what we done tonight.
All right, well, look, it's a 2nd place finish. It's still a good result for you and your team. But of course, before we let you get out of here, sponsor shout out to who makes it happen for you.
Thanks to everyone at Team ABR, basically me. Thanks for all the hard work this week. Thanks to all my partners. .com, Sign Shop Bikinis, Meyer Inc., IMAX McLaughlin Racing. Guys for broadcasting, VLR for putting this on. Everyone watching tonight, Coleman, Todd, Paul, Buzz, everyone watching tonight, I really appreciate it. all the fans for watching as well. Always great races. Hopefully, better luck next time so we can get on the top end of the podium.
All right, there we go. Alex Bergeron there, home in second place start. We'll go down one step on the podium. We'll chat with the driver that comes home in third place tonight in the 999 car. It's going to be Dylan Fox. Dylan, congratulations on a third place run here. You might be a little bit disappointed, but I mean, with this strength of field right now, or this quality of field, I should say, third place is nothing to hang your head about.
Yeah, car was definitely good all night. Just tried keeping it clean for the beginning part of the race, just following them guys, and then got really good at the end and just couldn't find a way around all around the top.
Yeah, you really had to, really work your way back through this field. Like you said, you didn't get a good restart, but, your top 5 car pretty much the entire night. Talk about how you're able to move it all over the racetrack and, what it was like to run 2 and 3 wide around here.
I was just trying to hold my line. I was pushing so bad on the bottom and the middle, so biggest thing, I just had to get good restarts and get right to the top.
You think about I think it was 6 or 7 laps to go. Talk us about going into 1 and 2. You put the slider on Hayden there, and I guess you kind of just got the wall, and then that opening on the exit of turn number 2, that really ruined the night for you.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I had to try to make a move with about 5-6 to go, or otherwise I wouldn't have got my chance, and I just overshot the slider a little bit, clipped the wall, and then it seems like once you get up in the wall, you just kill your momentum and you get stuck up there, so Alex was able to get by me pretty easily.
All right, other than that move, looking back at it now, is there anything you could have done differently, whether it be a move on the racetrack or anything on the setup, to try and take away that win from Hayden?
Just like every week, the qualifying. I mean, Hayden qualified P1, won his heat, got to start right on the front row of the main, and I had to start row 3, so I mean that's the biggest advantage is your starting position, especially on a track like this.
All right, well, we'll let you get away with the third place run here tonight, but of course, sponsor shout-outs, who makes the wheels turn on that 999 machine?
My team doing our T and all them guys over there. Rocket, great guy, and Supermoon Graphics, Jim Emery does a good job on the paints, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, Dylan Fox home in third place. Now we're going to make our way down to victory lane. He was absolutely superb from the get-go here tonight. Qualified quick time, won his heat, and now wins a 75-lap main event. Hayden Cardwell, talk about what you're feeling right now. You've just won the Limaland Motorsports Park race.
Dude, I'm speechless once again. It was a wild race for sure. I definitely think that Alex and Dylan were definitely faster, but I was just trying to hold my line up there on the top, and it was very tricky. And I know when Dylan threw that slider where it's like 6 to go or something like that, I may have gotten to the rear, but I tried to check up as much as I can. It was just very close racing, and it seemed like the top 3 were just broke away from everybody else.
Talk about the start of the race. You were down to the bottom, and then you were sort of going back through the middle. You run that for probably 20 or 30 laps. Of course, that obviously was the fastest way around. Could you feel that Bergeron and also at the time Virgil Graham, they were very close to you? Could you feel that? Could you feel the pressure, or were you just worried about hitting your marks and just worrying about your own race?
Oh, definitely. When you see all those guys in behind you, you try to focus and hit your marks and not worry about them. But me, I definitely worry about them. But yeah, I was kind of set up for the bottom there, and it kind of surprised me how fast it blew off, and it just went straight to the top, and that's all it wrote from there. Just try to hold my line the whole race.
Were you surprised at how good this racetrack actually held up for what, 50 or 60 laps? You and Alex putting on some sliders, and you had Dylan Fox, breathing down your neck in those last 15 laps. Were you surprised at what the track and how good it held up? Rather than just getting to the top side and just railing it for 75 laps.
Oh yeah, for sure. That bottom held up for a good minute. I know you said I ran down there for 20, 25 laps, and I definitely wasn't losing nothing to Bergie or gaining anything. I was still keeping right there, but I wish that bottom would have been there a lot longer. But it definitely did hold up a lot better than I thought it would.
All right, talk about that move that Dylan Fox put on you. That was essentially the race-winning move. As you said, you may have clipped you through your bumper, but at that time, when you're going these speeds into the corner, there's not a lot of time to react. I mean, when you've seen him, I'm not sure if you've seen him get into the wall, but when you got back by him, You pulled out to about a 1 to 1.4 second advantage there. What were you thinking in those final 5 laps, knowing that, you're only a couple of seconds away from going to victory lane?
Oh yeah, once I saw him got in the lead and him and Bergie started racing, I just thought to myself, 5 more laps, just hit your marks, don't ever drive it, and you should be fine. And that's what I did, and yep.
Alright, well look, I'm sure there's a list of people you need to thank for going to victory lane here tonight, so why don't you thank those few people and some sponsors as well.
Oh yeah, I just want to thank everybody at VOR, and this series is really amazing. I'm glad to be a part of it. I want to thank everybody at the broadcast. I love going back and watching it. I want to thank SCP, Napa Auto, H&M, Eagle One Graphics, and everybody at Bad Racing, dude. We had 4 or 5 cars in the feature at night, and all this tough work has finally paid off for all of us, and I'm proud of the team.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden Cardwell from Victory Lane. Of course, that'll do it for us here from the Limaland Motorsports for the South Texas Speedway Winter Series. Big thanks to Hanover Wrecking Service as well for their support throughout the series. Of course, a big thanks to TeamVLR.com, Race on Texas, and Virtual Racing Network. Of course, we've been live on the 3 Facebook pages, and we've been live on the Virtual Racing Network YouTube. So if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And that'll wrap us up from the Limaland Motorsports Park. On behalf of Charles Wooten down in the production booth, my name is Brett Wheeler, signing off saying good night. We'll see you next week.